Hey everybody, it's Ken Perry with the Knowledge Coop, and I want to take a few minutes of your time just talking about compliance and really getting prepared for your CFPB audit, and then what we're doing to try and help you guys out. So I've owned this company now for 10 years, and for 10 years I've been trying to get the industry compliant. I've been speaking on compliance since 2003 and trying to get the world both to stay out of jail, but also to be compliant and really take care of the consumers and make sure that they get through their examinations safely. And what I found is I can only do so much. And so this year's been a really eye-opening experience for me because in 2012, we got to roll out the Knowledge Coop and provide some training, but also a really good resource for all of our clients to pump in their own training videos, their policies and procedures and all that stuff. And I will tell you that after watching everybody for a while now, since we launched in June 2012, I've noticed that there's a lack of policies, procedures, and training being done in some cases with a lot of our clients. And so in going back to our clients and trying to figure that out, like what can we do to help out? What I found out is a lot of people don't have training in there on their policies and procedures because they don't have policies and procedures. Or maybe they have 3 or 4, but they're really trying to finalize the rest of them. And so we put our heads together at the Knowledge Coop to try and figure out what we can do to get you guys compliant, because if the CFPB rolls in, they're going to be looking for your compliance management system. And if you don't have a system or you don't have the policies and procedures necessary, then it's not going to be a comfortable audit for you. So here's what we're doing. On March 26th and 27th in Lake Oswego, Oregon, so right outside of Portland, we are doing our first boot camp, and it's a policy writing workshop. And I want to tell you what it's going to be so that you know exactly what to expect when you sign up for this. This is 2 intense days of policy writing. We took basically the entire examination manual that the CFPB has delivered to us, and everywhere that it says review the company's policies and procedures for the following, we ripped all that stuff out and then put that in a nice, pretty package for you guys so that you would see exactly what policies and procedures you need. Now, for everybody, it's going to be different. So what we do is when you sign up for the boot camp, what we do is Heather Bruner, our compliance director, calls you to find out really where you are with compliance. How are you doing? We do what we call a compliance triple check. So we have you fill out a form that just gives us an idea of what your policies and procedures are and when you last trained your company on them. Then what Heather does is kind of takes that in and goes, okay, this is what this company's going to need. And we start to customize a little bit of a plan for you guys to get compliant. So between the time you sign up and the time you attend the camp, we're working with you over the phone to make sure that you're gathering data to create your policies. So if you've never written a policy, it's obviously going to take us a lot more work, but we're in. We're going to help you get those policies. So that, and then if you have created all your policies but you want them polished, then Heather's going to work with you between now and then on just making sure that you have what you need to sit down for the policy summit and really write those suckers out. So that's the pre-work. Then when you get there, we're going to go through each one. Now, it's not a bunch of seminars and training, because the thing that I hate the most is when I go to a seminar and they tell me all these things I have to do, but then they don't give me the tools to do them or help me out in any way, or they just freak me out and don't tell me what to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk you through each law. So we'll have, say, 45 minutes on ECOA. It's not so we can teach you the ECOA. It's so we can talk about what your policies should have in them in ECOA, and then you'll have your laptops open, because everybody going to Coop Camp is bringing a laptop. You'll have your laptop open, and then we're just going to sit with you in groups, split you up in groups. We're only allowing 25 people into the camp. So we're going to split you up into groups of 5 people per group, and you're going to work with your team developing your policies and really bouncing things off each other. So if you take something like privacy policies, for example, if you have one person in your company, that's going to be a very small policy. You'll be with other small companies working through those. If you have a lot of home offices, that's insane as far as the amount of policies need to be written and control over those home offices. So you'll be placed with other people with that many groups of loan originators out there, or that many branches, so that you can really properly create your policies. The goal is that you start the writing and at the very least you get the outline. Now in some cases we're giving you templates. So people pay a lot of money for templates, then they set them on their shelves and they never do anything with them, and then the auditors come in and go, oh, this is nice, it says company name. So what we're going to do is we will not ever sell a template. What we do is when you get there, or between now and the time you get there, we're going to give you the template to start working through. So when you leave Coop Camp on the rules that we've actually created templates on, you'll just leave with a customized plan. And it will say your name, and we won't let you walk out the door unless you've customized that template for each of the policies. So for example, do not call laws, Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act, those are a couple of the templates we're going to work with you on so that you're the one creating it and it makes sense for your company. Beyond that, we're going to do a couple more things. We're going to help you create a training plan for your people. Part of the CFPB manual says, find out what their plan is for training all their people. Now, a lot of people are confused and they think that that's, that they need to go out and get some ECOA training and fair lending training. Yeah, that's definitely the case. And we're pumping in videos into the Coop so that you guys have that. And we're doing actually a fair lending series right now. But additionally, every policy you have should have a plan behind it. So in other words, you write your privacy policy, but you have to tell everybody that that exists. So when you are at BootCamp, what we're going to do is schedule that out. So maybe in April is your privacy month. You're going to have your privacy policy. You're going to do a quick video, and we're going to show you how to do that video for your company, and then you're going to sign it out as a to-do for everybody in your company, and then you'll check that out, train them on their privacy policies. So we're going to make sure you have your plan when you leave Coop Camp. And then finally, we're going to make sure you have your monitoring plan in place. Now, some of you are already using us for monitoring and testing, which is great. We're testing your company. We're searching your people online to make sure they're not advertising illegally. We're doing all that stuff. If you're not having us do that, please make sure you are. And so we're going to go through proper monitoring procedures and what you need to do in each of these different rules to make sure your company is compliant. Altogether, we just planned this whole day to try and wrap it all up in a nice, pretty package to make you guys feel like you are just on the way to absolute compliance. So this is for everybody. This is for people who have no policies to people who have a lot of policies and want to polish it up. We're doing this for you guys. So please come. It's 25 people again is all we're going to allow in. We're having drinks the night before and then 2 days. And we just had the Washington DFI sign up to come and talk about state rules for those who are Washington license. So we hope to see you guys there. Go into the Knowledge Coop and ask about Coop Camp, and that'll give you the link to set it up. It's way cheaper if you're a Coop member than if you're not. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you in the Coop.